challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're bound. And everyone.
All right. Hi,
Hey, everyone. Welcome to our call tonight. I'm so glad you're here. When you hop on, if you want to just tell us hi in the chat, maybe tell us where you're from and who invited you here. We're very excited to have you. And this was going to be a quick call. We just wanted to kind of chat a little bit about what we do as coaches and tell you a little bit about each of us and kind of why we're here. So I'll hand it over to Grace, who will get us started.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Grace Brody. We're going to tell you a little bit about each other as we go, but we wanted to tell you a little bit about Beachbody first. You're obviously here because you've heard about Beachbody and you may be interested in seeing if coaching is for you. And one of the things that kind of attracted all three of us to Beachbody was their mission statement. And Beachbody has a mission to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. And it's that simple. And the cool thing about this company is that the only way that you can help other people is by helping yourself. So I think that I can speak for all three of us when we say we're probably coaches at the beginning for selfish reasons, because this is the ultimate form of accountability. Like, if I do not show up for myself and do the vital behaviors as a coach, then I cannot help anybody else. And I think that is just the coolest thing about being a part of this. Being a coach has like matched so many different seasons of the life of what I've been going through for 3 years now. And it's just incredible that like our job as coaches, like simply put, is to take care of ourselves, to share our journeys and to invite others to be part of this magic and this like just light that we all have. And like I said, it's just the ultimate form of accountability. So Lindsay's going to talk a little bit more about what we actually do as coaches. And yeah, I think it's just important to know that as you do get into this deeper, when you do become a more, dedicated working coach, that there is tons of resources and trainings and help along the way. You are never alone in this, just like this call right now that we're on. Each of us have team calls on a regular basis. Each of us are only a message away. And I think when you just keep that in the back of your mind, that if you join us and if this works for you, that you are never doing this alone. There's always a, somewhere an answer, or at least a like clue to the answer that you're looking for. So you are never alone in this. And it has just been such an incredible thing to be a part of. And we hope that you can sense that as you hear our stories. Okay, so now we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves.
Thank you. And you're so right, Grace. Like when I first started, I felt alone in my life, and I just can't believe like this mecca of amazing people that I've met along the way. Just has coaching has brought them into my life. It's pretty cool. Okay, so my name's Lisa. Sorry, I didn't mention that at the very beginning. I live in Oregon, so I'm on the Pacific time zone. That seems to be a big hot topic in my life right now. I work with coaches like Grace and Lindsay who are on different time zones than me, and a lot of us are. So anyway, side note, I am a single mom of two. My son is 10 and my daughter just turned 9. I just recently switched jobs, my day job anyway. I'm a project manager for a software company. I love, love, love summer and warm weather and the heat and sunshine, and of course, champagne. Champagne game is strong. So I came to Beachbody, or into coaching really, in the beginning of 2019, I had been using the workouts and doing some of the nutrition, and I had made some, really good, a good dent in like my weight loss journey. And I was feeling really good about myself, but I was still like kind of off the wagon on accountability. It was hit or miss. And I was also, I went through a divorce in 2018. So my life was just like crazy. So I had been watching a bunch, like my coach, my upline coach, and a few others, and just seeing how like this fitness and nutrition idea of them getting healthier had all of a sudden like brought in all of these other opportunities in their life. They grabbed hold of those opportunities, and over the years had created this amazing life for themselves and their family. And I was like, that's what I want. So it's kind of how I got hooked and started looking into coaching. And I really needed an extra income. Like my day job was just barely making it. And prior to being divorced, there was 2 incomes coming in, and that was not the case anymore. So I really, really wanted to get myself healthier and happier. And I was counting on making this a business so that I could have some extra money to do some things with my kids, and just giving myself like a peace of mind, like that there was another pool of income somewhere else that wasn't my day job. But at the same time, I really didn't know. Like I saw these coaches posting things about these lives that they were creating, these financial freedom and all the things, but I didn't really know what, like if I could do it or like exactly what that meant. And that's one of the reasons I like to do these calls. So if you have any questions as we go along, please put them in the chat or reach out to the coach that invited you here. I was super afraid, like I think a lot of us are, about putting it out there. Because, one of the first things as a coach we're going to ask you to do when you join our teams is kind of do a coming out post, right? Like put it out there on social media, talk to your friends and family about it and say, I'm doing this, You'd be surprised how many people join you. My friends and acquaintances came out of the woodwork when I posted my first, like, hey, I'm going to do this. And people who I never would have thought to invite were like, yeah, I want to do that too. I really need to like work out, or eat healthier or something. But I was so afraid of being vulnerable and stuff on social media, especially after a divorce. It's really tricky. And then, I was just really hooked because I could not believe I had this instant accountability with my own journey. And like I put it out there, right, on social media, and I was not going to come back a week later or a month later or even a year later and say, nope, I quit. I just couldn't. That I just could not. So along the way, like I had mentioned, I have never met and come across such a huge amount of people who really just want you to do well. People are just willing to share their tips and their ideas and, partner and do calls like this and partner and like hit goals together. And it's just so amazing how everybody, there's no ego in it because we're all like working towards similar things, and we all can really relate to the struggles that comes along with, a lot of us are doing this on the side of a job or, full-time parenting. It's not always easy. And it's one of those jobs, I'll say, that is easy it's easy to do the tasks, the daily things, but it's also easy not to do. So anyway, I'm so grateful for the community that I have met through coaching. It's just one of a kind. So.
And you look freaking incredible. Transformation is insane.
Thank you. So that transformation picture on the left is actually when I started coaching. 2 years, I had been using the workouts for 2 years before that. So, and I lost those pictures somewhere, my very originals, but thank you.
You look so happy. And I love seeing all of your photos, like everything you create, and like Lisa has been so willing to share like a lot of her graphics and just ideas, and she's so creative, and it's inspired me a lot. So I thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So next, I think it's Brittany, and unfortunately she couldn't be here tonight, but Brittany is one amazing rock within kind of our coaching team. And again, like Grace had mentioned, like she is also willing to like share all her stuff. And she's super easygoing. We love her. We couldn't do this without her. She's a great person to kind of have on your side. And she has an amazing story. So if Brittany invited you this call, I'm sorry you couldn't hear from her personally, but I think she's actually on a vacation that she earned through coaching, which is pretty awesome. So we won't get too much into that, but yeah, Brittany is a rock star. We love her.
Yes.
Sorry, I was typing in the chat. I was just bouncing off of Lisa. I feel like that, yeah, all of our coaches in our community are just, just so giving. You can randomly message one and say, hey, I like this, or I like this, or can you give me advice on this? And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. So, by the way, I'm Lindsay Knopp. You do pronounce the K in my name. I know it's crazy, but didn't really choose that. So a little bit about me. I'm a boy mom of 2. I do have a 3-year-old, just turned 3 July 3rd, and then a 3-month-old. So life's a little crazy right now. Let's just say that, right? I'm currently, obviously I've got a beautiful background here. It's of the sky because I'm sitting outside, was traveling. So this is just, kind of one of the things that we do as coaches. We figure it out and we figure out how to make it work. Instead of saying, no, I can't be on the call, ladies, I just say, can we sit and for like 30 minutes so I can do this call real quick? Because I brought my computer. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm also a 2nd grade teacher. I love outdoors, and honestly, what I do most of the time in my free time is spend time with my friends and family. I do love margaritas, but it's been a hot minute since I've had one because I'm nursing now and I had a baby before. So I kind of forgot what they tasted like, but didn't feel like that was really relevant to put that on there because it's been a while. So what brought me to Beachbody? Honestly, after I had my first son, Kason, I had tried going to the gym multiple times. I had tried, weight loss programs. I tried weight loss supplements. I had tried buying programs from, personal trainers and doing those, and just nothing seemed to work. I just fell off the wagon. And really, I think Lisa had already talked about this too, just the accountability, like having that accountability for me to be responsible to run my group, to check into my group, and just have that community that holds me accountable and keeps me showing up is honestly what has kept me going this whole time. So I also loved Ashley's outlook on self-love and finding just balance, like the way, I don't know if you've ever seen any of her posts or listened to any of her posts, but she's just so real, and it's just a lifestyle that she kind of creates with that. So that's kind of, she inspired me to want to just share that to more people. So reason why I signed up as a coach, I just have a passion for helping other people. Obviously, I'm a teacher, so I work with kids, but I have a passion for just helping people. And I also wanted people to know how I felt. I tried the programs, I was feeling great, I was more confident, and I just wanted to share the opportunity with other people. A lot of us, the bonus part of it is, yeah, we do get an income when we literally are working on ourselves and helping people do the same actions that we're doing, and also filling themselves. Like, how is that not the best job in the world? Just saying. But and also growing up, money was always something that it was like, we don't have money for this, we can't do this, you can't have this, da, da, da. And I just know that's not how, like, I want to be able to take my kid to the store and let him pick out a toy every time we go to the store, every other time, or you know what I mean? Like, I just want that for my life. And I just also want to do something that brings me joy. We spend most of our time working, and you want to do something that you enjoy. So Beachbody has definitely given me that. I was hesitant about coaching in the beginning because we all play the comparison game. Raise your hand, not trying to call anybody out, but have you called the comparison game? Yeah, probably with something in your life, even if it's not with your body, a life that somebody's living, a vehicle that somebody has, whatever. I just feel like we're so quick to do that. I just immediately was like, okay, she's really successful. How can I be successful? And then I would try the things and then I would fail. And really, it just comes down to looking in the inside and figuring out what, works for you and not looking out to other people. I mean, yes, use those resources, but figuring out what do I want to do? What do I want to pass on? What's simple for me to follow, that's probably going to be simple for your coaches to follow, or customers that you're helping. Like, what did you do? Think about what you did or what you would want and just pass that on. So I kind of lost my train of thought, got off track there. Like, confidence was different and can actually make this work. So yeah, I kind of just comparison is kind of why I was hesitant in the beginning. And then I started coaching because I already mentioned this before, but I just wanted to share how I felt with other people. And I want to be able to create that financial or time freedom and just allow people to dream. Honestly, before I did Beachbody, I never created really a vision board that I actually looked upon and was like, I'm going to make these goals happen someday. Like, I don't know how, we're going to figure it out. We're just going to make it work. And now with Beachbody, that's one of the things that all the coaches do. Most of the coaches do at the beginning of the year is let's create some dang goals and figure out how we're going to get them. So a little bit about me. I think the next slide, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we do as coaches. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail for one, time's sake, and for two, I don't want to overwhelm you on your first call if this is your first call. So Grace, sorry, are you going to introduce yourself first? My bad.
All right, that's okay. You're just excited. You're ahead of the game. Okay, so my name is Grace, and we all have the same coach who is named Ashley. So if you hear that popping around, that's why. And well, let me just go in order before I get off track too. But I'm a speech pathologist, so similar to Lindsay in the education field. I worked with early intervention kiddos mostly, and then also at a school, and then also at a private practice. So I worked in a lot of different environments when I was working. I was working full time, 4 days a week, 10-hour days with an hour drive time. And I can remember, I think about going back to work probably once or twice a week. And I just remember the tears that I had coming home. And my mind changes back to I'll stay home with the kids and do this instead. Not that I'm making the same exact amount of money, but my mental health has been a lot better since coaching. But anyway, so I'm on break. I say I'm on break. I'm keeping my license. I don't know where my speech pathology life will take me. I don't know where coaching is going to take me, but I do have dreams, and hopefully I can have those two worlds coexist. And I think that's just a beautiful thing about coaching, is that you can bring your other aspects of your life into it. And it doesn't have to be this black or white, what kind of person are you? But I stay at home. I have 2 daughters. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. I am competitive, and I was a former high school athlete. So I played basketball, I played tennis, I did track for a little bit. I've always been super active and into sports until college, and I just didn't. But my mission is just to feel less guilty, because I can't tell you how many times a day I feel guilty and that I'm disappointing somebody. And that's just been kind of my mission with the girls, my coaches and my team, my challengers, as to how can we just be less hard on ourselves. And I don't think I would have ever even known to work on that without being a coach. So I think Lindsay had mentioned that making goals, doing personal development. I never did that. I never picked up a self-help book before. So it's just so funny thinking back to what you were before coaching, because it's such a different world. But I had, my husband and I had a miscarriage, our first pregnancy. And if you know me personally, I am one of the most outgoing, fun, happy people that you have ever met. I will find glimmer of light on any cloudy day. I'm a born optimist. I've always been that way. But when we lost our first, like it was, I didn't recognize myself and I needed something to latch on to. And I always remember the conversation laying in bed next to my husband, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to join this stranger. She had talked openly about her miscarriage and she didn't even tell me it was Beachbody. I knew it was Beachbody when I like got my share card or my order. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this. Okay. But because she shared that on social media, I felt so connected to her and I needed that. I needed her confidence. I needed to be like her. I needed a taste of whatever she was drinking. And yeah, so I joined and then I was literally, the girls are going to laugh at me, but I was signed up as a coach for a whole year, paying my $17 monthly coach fee without even knowing it. My husband's going to hate me too if he hears this, but a whole year of like our coaching fee that I wasn't utilizing because I did get pregnant with my second child and then did nothing, didn't work out, didn't exercise, didn't open my bod app because we had lost a baby. So I was like, literally did nothing but ate pickles and ice cream. So fast forward, we had Abigail and I didn't recognize, like you see that first picture of me, like I hate that picture of my face. I was so disappointed and lost and sad. And I was like, oh wait, I have this Beachbody thing. And I just like poured back into that. And then my coach just kept talking about coaching. I was like, wait, I think I am a coach. And so she told us like, just invite 3 people. I invited 3 people. I had 3 people join me. I did. And it forced me to finish 21 Day Fix, a 21-day program by the book. And I had lost, that's not the comparison to that program, but I lost something, but I gained something more. And it was like those 3 people counting on me. And I just needed to keep going. My group that had 3 people has 151 now. And it's like, it's something that I'm so proud of. And especially being home, something that gives me pride other than my children has been a lifeline because I wanted to be a mom for so long. I thought that was just going to like, that's my purpose, but if you're a mom, you need something else. And for me, this is it. This allows me to stay home with my babies and also have some sanity and have my husband be proud of me about something because we get paid on Thursdays. I'm the worst coach. I don't even look at what I get paid, but my husband will tell me, I'm really proud of you. You had an awesome Beachbody week. And it's just so incredible. So what I was hesitant about though was putting my life on social media. But once my mindset shifted and I didn't even have Instagram when we started. I just had my Facebook. And once I was like, well, I'll just use Instagram as my diary. I cried on that. I cried in my stories so many times that people were like, damn girl, they were like, what is going on with her? But because they saw me like crying through these programs to get through them and like just release all these things about me that I didn't even know were like holding me back. It just opened, like so many people felt connected to me. And then they in turn joined the community and had made insane differences in their lives. We just had our big summit weekend and somebody just like, all the girls were sharing the impact that I had on their life. And it's just like, I like stood there like, really? Like I did that to you. And it's just insane. The ripple effect is insane when you put it in a perspective. So yeah, once I started realizing that I literally saved somebody's life, which I had no idea, but, by doing this and keeping with it for 3 years, like literally saved her life. Oh man, I'm done. The ripple effect, it's just insane. And that's what keeps me going. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't even think about that. Do you not have the unlimited time?
No, because I just figured we were doing 30
shoot.
minutes. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I know I was looking at the time. I was like, oh crap. So sorry, Erin. If you're listening, that we said 30 minutes. So we're going to try to go through this the best we can. We have 10 minutes or it's going to cut us off. So what does a coach do? Yeah, what does a coach do? Just the basics. And again, we're not going to overwhelm you with any of this stuff. We're just going to kind of give you the basics. But number one, we work on becoming your best self. So with that, Grace had kind of talked about it as well, but personal development. We read personal development books based on what you feel like you need to hear. If it's self-confidence, self-love, leadership, whatever, you find books or podcasts or Audible books and listen to the books, and you just feed your brain. It may sound like something that is very like that you shouldn't do in the beginning or that you'll push off. Most coaches do in the very beginning, but this is definitely something that you want to do first, because it's going to be what keeps you going throughout this whole process. It's entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. So hang on for the ride, girlfriend. And also being a proof of the product is also how we become our best self. So doing the workouts, trying the supplements, trying the different programs, the new programs, and just being able to authentically give your opinion about those programs or products to your clients, whether they're coaches or customers. And then number two, shine your light on others. Shine your light out for others. Said that wrong, but that is really just, being yourself, again, being authentic, sharing on your social media, talking, through your programs, and just telling people that this opportunity can also be for them, letting people know that this opportunity can be for them, because you may share it and you may share your workouts and things like that. But if you never say, hey, do you want to do this with me? Or this opportunity is for you too, they probably don't know that. They could maybe think that you're buying some program from somebody and you're doing it and they have no idea, and they're not going to have the guts to ever reach out to you and ask you what you're doing. So you have to actually, do that for them. And again, that comes with, helping others do the same. So inviting people to the opportunity, recognizing them for their achievements when they do, signing up is a huge, huge step. That's the first step, and starting is the hardest part. So once they do that first workout, celebrate them and let them know, hey, congratulations, you've done your first workout. That's honestly the hardest part, girlfriend. Like just starting and pressing play. Once you get there, you're in it, for the workout. So fast and furious, kind of breaking those down. Inviting is the first one. Being proof of the product is the second one. Kind of our vital things that we continue to do consistently. You'll hear that word a lot, consistently over time. And then, celebrating and recognizing those people, and doing the personal development to feed your mind. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. Totally. Like they're easy to do every day, but they're also easy not to do, which is why you have a team, right? And that's why you join a coach that you resonate with, and she will help you through this. So again, I won't put a ton of details in about commission, but it is important to know that, a lot of us are here and we have goals to reach that we've set for ourselves. You will make commission off of your sales, up to 40%. As you kind of grow and start adding people to your team, you have team cycle bonuses and then quarterly bonuses in some cases. But what you really want to focus on as a new coach is, like Grace said, helping those 3 people a month. And so we kind of put this slide on here just to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like over the course of like 3 or 4 months. And this is really where you start to see, oh my gosh, like my actions actually have rewards, and we get paid every week, like she said. So you really get to see the fruits of your labor pay off. But if you helped 3 people the first month, you would earn $150. We always will recommend kind of our starter challenge pack. And so enrolling them with that. And then just imagine the second month, if you helped 3 more people, that's another 150. And then they also, a lot of the time, will keep like one of our supplements on kind of auto ship, because Shakeology is just this powerhouse of a superfood. And I know that all of us like swear by it. So would always encourage my customers and coaches to do the same and see how it helps them throughout their nutrition journey. By the end of month 2, you would be up to 246, just helping those 6 people. And then again, it just multiplies. Month 3, you'd be up to 342 that month. And so it's just under $800, and that's all helping 3 people each month, which is incredible. And like I said, from there, it just kind of snowballs, and your coach will go into more details, and there's tons of information from corporate Beachbody on all of this. So again, I won't go into the weeds too much, but we'd love to hear your questions if you have any on income or how we build our business.
Perfect. So how would you get started? So if you are not part of our Beachbody community now, the best way to get started would be with what you've probably heard us saying time and again is a challenge pack. And what that is, it's just your total solution. So you're going to get everything on this screen. You're going to get a whole year of your workouts, a whole year of either your Shakeology or your performance line. Shakeology is part of all of our nutrition, like our daily nutrition. It is I am telling you, it's the healthiest thing you could ever put into your body. And I can't stress enough how much of a disbelief I had in shakes and protein powders and whatever. I didn't know anything about it. Having been using it for 3 years now, my body literally craves it if I don't have it for a day or two. And it's not because there's junk in it. It's because it's filling in the gaps in my diet that we need. So you'll sign up with, our newest program is called 645, but if that doesn't speak to you, there are tons of programs. You'll talk to one of us, pick out a program and get that exclusive program along with all the other ones. The library has over 700 programs in it, and you will get access to all of those and all the nutrition stuff, everything. So Challenge Pack gives you everything, access to your coach, every single thing. When you sign up as a coach, with the Challenge Pack, there's no extra fee to sign up as a coach. It's generally $160. Some of them prices vary. But then you're a coach. So after that, you'll have to pay a monthly coach fee. It's a small, like $15, $16, $17, depending where you live. But in turn, you get 25% off anything. So it makes up in that little coach fee. Plus you're getting so many trainings, resources. It's amazing. If you're already part of a Beachbody world and you're signed up as a customer, there's a way to switch your account over to a coach, and just talk to one of us and we'll get you settled and figured out how to switch your account so that you can have those coach benefits and start sharing. Okay, so we have 1 minute left. And I think, let me open the chat, or if you guys have been reading it, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think there's any questions as of now. I think Erin was the only one that popped on right now. If you're watching the recording of this and you happen to have questions, just comment on the link when we'll post this video, and then just comment the questions or reach out to your coach. Erin, do you have any specific questions? I'm sorry, I know you're eating dinner. So maybe, I don't know, is Erin one of your guys's, or is that Brittany's?
I'm not sure. I have to look back.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us.
Yeah, we're so happy you're here. Okay.
Oh, she's kind of glitchy. Okay. Well, we can wrap it up. Grace, I think we're having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, I just said,
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
I third that. Thank you, Erin. This was fun, ladies.
Yes.
All right, so get in touch with whoever invited you to this call, and we can't wait to start working with you. All right.
Good night.
Yeah.
All right, good night.